I'm Steve Schroeder. I'm the executive pastor here at South. My wife is Penny and our kids are grown, but we've been coming to South for 6 years now, and I've been on staff for 2.5 years. I oversee the finances for the church, and then I oversee all the property and our operations team. Our finances come from people who donate to the church, and then we turn around and use that for what we call a budget or a spending plan for how we're going to use those finances that we feel are really entrusted to us by God. We're simply stewards of those. So we're a part of the ECFA, which is the Evangelical Council for Financial Accountability. I think that gives some of our donors a degree of confidence. Our finances are completely transparent with what we take in, how we use it. We support missionaries, ministries, probably to the tune of 12 to 13% of our budget. About 60% of our budget goes to cover staff. That leaves 30-some%. That would be divided between all the ministries that we do and then the operations of the church. One of the things that's unique for South is that we have this whole shopping center. We rent out different spaces to different tenants, and we're able to use the income of their rent to help keep up this building that's pushing 50 years old, so that doesn't have to come out of the offerings that people give to the church. Maybe giving is not something you're used to doing, and that's fine. We don't require any giving. But let me give you a few ideas of why I think Jesus invites us to be a giving community. I think it's a tangible way to thank God for all the blessings He's poured into our lives. And so when we give part of that away, it's an act of worship. I think it's also an act of obedience. In the Old and the New Testament, there are commands that His followers be people who give to others. I think it's also something that God wants to teach us about not letting money control our life. When we follow Jesus in giving, we learn that our trust is not in money, but it's in God. There's a number of different ways that someone might give to our church. On Sundays, we have boxes in the back to give with cash or a check. We have people that give online. Our app is a great place to go. With 1 or 2 clicks, you can decide how much you'd like to give, whether this is a recurring gift or a one-time gift. We also have a number of people that like to give through their bank. So they set it up as a bill pay. Some of you shop at King Soopers. You might have one of those membership cards. With that membership comes the option of selecting a charity. A number of people have chosen South Fellowship. Other maybe non-traditional ways would be stocks, Bitcoin, property. We could handle any gifts like that. So I know this idea of tithing might be new to you. Let me just tell you how it's worked for me and Penny. Ever since we were married, we wanted to give at least 10%. I've been a pastor most of my life. Our salary was never high. And yet we felt like God honored that commitment to give first 10% or more away, and He provided for the rest. It's not, first of all, about a percentage or about money. It's a heart issue. You can contact me, Steve, at southfellowship.org. I'm very open to spending time with you and answering questions or helping you on your journey.